Nervous. Very dreadfully nervous I have been. But why would you assume that I am mad? Hearken, and observe how healthily, how calmly, I can tell you the whole story. It is possible to say how the idea first entered my brain, but once conceived, it haunted me day and night. There you go, sir. Passion there was not. Observation there was not. I loved the old man. I think it was his eye. Yes, it was this. He had the eye of Ender. Whenever it fell upon me, my blood ran cold, and so by degrees, I made up my mind to take the life of the old man. You fancy me mad? Huh, madmen know nothing. But you should have seen me. With what stimulation I went to work. It's time for bed, sir. Oh, that was the most disgusting thing of my life. I never want to do that again. Every night around midnight, I turned the latch of his door and opened it. You would have laughed to see how cunningly I proceeded. Huh, would a madman have been so wise as this? But I found the eye always closed, so it was impossible to do the work. For it was not the old man who vexed me, but his evil eye. But one night, I was more than usually cautious in opening the door. Perhaps he heard me. Now you may think that I drew back, but no. His room was as black as pitch, with a thick darkness, so I knew he could not see the opening of the door. Creak! Who's there? He cried out. It was the groan of mortal terror. Listen, the beating of the old man's heart. And now a new anxiety seized me. The sound would be heard by a neighbor. The old man's hour had come. Yeah! He was stone dead. His eye would trouble me no more. You still fancy me mad. You will think so no longer when I describe to you the wise precautions I took for the concealment of the body. La 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 la. Ah, ding dong. The shriek had been heard by a neighbor during the night. Suspicion of foul play had been aroused. What had I to fear? Come on in, sir. Take a seat. I'll get you a seat. I took my guest all over the house. So, this is the parlor area. And over here is the kitchen and the dining room. And there's no need to explore upstairs. And, alright. How about, here. Take a seat, sir. In the audacity of my own triumph, I placed my own seat upon the very spot which retained the corpse of the victim. My manner had convinced him. I was singularly at ease. But, further on, I felt myself getting pale, and wished them gone. I arose in high key, destroyed my chair, and started hyperventilating very fast. Why would they not be gone? Oh, Notch! What could I do? I foamed, I raved, I swore. Was it possible he heard not? Almighty Notch! No, no, he suspected! He knew! Indeed he knew. He was making a mockery of my horror. This, I thought. But anything was better than this pain. Anything was better than this derision. I thought I must scream or die. Villain! I shrieked. I admit the deed. Tear up this blank right here. Here. It is the beating of his hideous eye. And that is my sad but true story of how I ended up here, locked away in the slammer, in the loony bin. They called me crazy. I'll show them. I'll show them all. You hear me, Mr. Jailer? I'll show you. I'll show you. I'll show you.